Meteorologist Ted Schmidt is here with a check at our forecast, and really cold morning, single digits, very low. And like you said, the temperatures are so low, it's even hard to track the numbers. They're just so puny.
Yeah, very small numbers. Temperatures would be more reminiscent of the middle of winter. We see sub-zero weather oftentimes in January, every so often in December as well. But the average type of the weather, this scenario, the typical morning with a number barely above zero would be late December. That's when we would typically see a morning like this. But that's where we start our Thursday, looking at down Broadway. We at least have sunshine. The promise of a sun-filled day is ahead of us, and that will help us at least get above zero, back to the 20s. But that's our Lewis Donato camera from downtown Rochester. A pretty quiet, dark day at CC Heights. And now here's a look at Lake City, live with our Lewis Donato camera. And yeah, good to see that sunshine out there. It's now 2 degrees in Rochester right now, 14 in Winona, 12 in Osage, 0 right now in Dodge Center. A very cold morning by seasonal standards, 13 below the current wind chill. Air pressure is steady. Looking at this frigid Thursday, this is the coldest temperature officially now since March 11th, when we had a morning low of 9 degrees. Now, right before that, we'd had sub-zero weather, so 2 degrees, the first time we've been this cold since it was 9 degrees on the 11th of March. Of course, fresh snow cover helps that situation. Yesterday, and actually the overall snow total was 5.2 for the storm total in Rochester. Yesterday, the record for the Wednesday total, 4.1 inches. So 4.1 of that 5.2 fell after midnight yesterday morning, and that was the record for Wednesday's overall snow total. And now we're looking at a quieter situation today. Warmer tomorrow. It's still snow-free. We're not seeing any new snowfall until maybe the weekend. Well, there's a chance maybe Saturday night and Sunday we'll see another very minor coating of snowfall. But the clouds from yesterday's system have moved on to the southeast. We have high pressure settling in, making for a very bright blue sky, and that sun will try to warm us up a little bit. We have Arctic air, though, pouring into the area on the heels of that storm system with this high pressure. 5 degrees for that morning commute. Look out for some refreeze from yesterday's snowfall. Some of that slush, things like that, have refrozen. Of course, at such cold temperatures, you get that concern for black ice. So that's a concern this morning, but very light winds anyway. You may have to have the car run a little bit longer, though, to get her warmed up on the way to work. 2 degrees right now, Rochester. It's 8 in Fargo, 8 degrees in Sioux Falls and southward. That's where the more seasonable warmth is. We'll say warmth anyway, but for this time of the year, 35 in St. Louis, 25 in Kansas City, a little closer to the seasonal average for us, but we are dealing with maybe Manitoba weather at this point. Sunshine throughout the day. Look for highs around 23. A lot of sun, very few clouds, and that brisk wind, though, really picks up going into the afternoon. Not overpowering, but you're talking 15, 16 mile per hour winds at times, keeping that wind chill at best around 10 or 15 above zero. High pressure dominates the weather picture on Futurecast. There it is, gliding to the east. Mostly sunny today. Generally clear tonight, but we'll notice a warm front and a few thin clouds coming in from the west. That represents a slight warm-up. Temperatures will bottom out around midnight. Temperatures climbing late tonight. And we'll have a breezy day tomorrow with filtered sunshine, helping us get into the low 30s. Not really warm, but definitely warmer. And then behind that warm front on Saturday, occasional sun, gusty winds, daytime temperatures upper 30s to around 40. A little snow massing up toward the U.S.-Canadian border. That will dive southward along and just behind that cold front. And that will impact our Sunday morning with maybe a little coating of snow. At this point, I think less than an inch. It would be a minor coating for us, but that would be the next chance of snow anyway. Temperatures next week only in the teens, which is about 30 degrees below average for the high temperature. Today's high would be about 25 degrees below average, 23 in Rochester, 21 in Preston. Mostly sunny, wind chill, again, maybe 10 or 15 above zero at best this afternoon. Tonight, light winds, clear skies, 7 degrees. 7-day forecast, we're looking at some 30s, but more often than not, teens and 20s with a lot of really cold sunshine in the coming days.
Might be a good idea to put on a coat, then another one, and then another coat on top of that, and then some
long johns.
Long johns, that's what I was going to say, yeah. It's cold. It's very cold.
It sure is. On a brighter note, it's time to email in for